Sure is.
Well, now to that psychic medium, Theresa Caputo. Of course, a lot of people know her as the Long Island medium. She's coming to Erie's Warner Theater, returning a little bit later this month.
Yeah, and I had the chance to chat with her today during a Zoom interview to learn a bit more about her live appearances. Take a look. Well, hi, Teresa. Welcome to First at 4. So happy to be able to chat with you today. You're coming to Erie at the end of this month. You've been here before. You looking forward to a return visit?
Oh, I absolutely am. I have not been to Erie in some time, so I am super excited to be bringing my live show back there.
Now, I'm very familiar with your TV show. I see you popping up on social media. How is what you do there different from your live shows?
Yeah, so I always say to people, my live show is just like the TV show, except there's no shopping. I come out on the stage, I give a little quick speech on how I read, how I connect with spirit, and what people could expect over the next 2 hours. Once I start sensing and feeling the souls of the departed, I allow the souls to guide me around the space. I do not stay on the stage. So no matter where you're seated in the theater, it doesn't matter because I have cameras that follow me around, big screen set up. So no matter where you are, you can feel and be a part of it and like really witness everything up close and personal. And to be in a theater and to feel the energy, the healing energy, and to watch spirit navigate me, because I don't know who's going to get read. I don't know what spirit's going to have me say or not say to someone. And it's always mind blowing on what goes on during a live show.
Is there ever a time where sometimes those live shows are just filled with messages and sometimes it's not?
No, they're always filled with messages. You know, and why people, I want to explain to you also why I call it the experience, because, you know, there might be hundreds or, you know, thousands of people in a theater. But what happens is the souls that speak are the souls that allow me to deliver as many messages at one time. Because people say it all the time after attending one of my live shows. They'll say, I had absolutely no idea what to expect when I walked into that theater. I personally did not get read, but what I witnessed was life changing.
Yeah.
And then I realized that there were so many other people that needed to hear from their loved ones more than I did. So to me, that just validates on how powerful the experience truly is.
I was going to say this can be so emotional.
Yeah.
Is there one particular? I'm sure you have so many, but is there one particular moment that stands out to you that just really hit you where you weren't expecting it?
I think that there are two moments. One moment where I was channeling a young lady that had woman who had lost her daughter, and it came up that she wasn't speaking to someone in the family, and that family member happened to be in the audience. She was seated clear across the other side of the theater. They had no idea that they were both going to be there, and everyone watched them reunite
Mhm.
and get back together in that moment. Or is it the time where I was started my live show? It happened right here on Long Island with a woman. Her son had died. She couldn't even look at me.
Mhm.
And I had to move on because she was so broken and she wasn't ready. And at the end of the night, almost 2 hours later, I end up reading this young man clear across the theater, all the way in the back of the theater. And I said, your brother has a message for your mom. And he said, well, my mom was the woman that you were speaking to at the very beginning of the show.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Does this ever turn off for you, or do you walk around constantly receiving messages?
Well, you know, it's different. It's I don't constantly always hear things. I always sense and feel things.
Mhm.
Whether if I feel pushed enough to say something to someone, that's a different story.
And what do you think that audience members expect when they buy a ticket and come into your live experiences?
Well, I think what they can expect is a night filled with faith, hope, and peace. And I always tell people, even if you haven't lost someone, unfortunately, over the past couple of years, we've all lost something, and it might not be a loved one. And channeling spirit, they restore our faith. They almost give us that permission to live life no matter how difficult it is. They're there to reassure us of an afterlife, that they haven't left us, and encourage us to be who we deserve to be, and sometimes even who God intended us to be.
So beautiful, so powerful. You had to be sure to get your tickets for this one. Teresa, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today. I do appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It was an honor.
I got
There you
goosebumps
have
with a
it.
couple of those
Yeah,
stories.
I'm sure she has so many, but
Right.
she was really kind, and she was probably doing many of these type of Zoom meetings, but she was very warm, and she did say, I really am looking forward to coming back to Erie. It's going to be a great.
And the hair is still big, and now
the
it's
hair is still
long, so there's
big.
like more hair involved in the nail. I mean, that's what she's known for,
I know. I wanted to ask, how do you do that?
Yeah.
But I didn't dare.
You kept it professional.
I did.
Are you going to the show?
I have inquired about tickets. I might.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. April 26th. It's a Friday over at the Warner Theater. It's going to be a good one. Again, you can find out more about those tickets at erieevents.com.
And when we come